Hey, over easy. How you doing? Oh, Amber Wolf, Ghost. Looks like everybody's jumping in here. If you've seen the description, I'm going to be talking with Jay over at uh, Mental Health Survive and asking him a few questions about what his channel's about, why he's gotten into it, and maybe what his goals are. If you guys would like to join in, ask him questions, you're more than welcome. He's a smaller channel here on TikTok. Not smaller than me, and I'm tiny. So, but I figure I can go live. So why don't I just try to get him some, get him some support. So, with that, Jay, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Well, hello everybody. My name's Jay. I live here in the Silver State, aka Nevada. I've only been on TikTok for a couple of weeks now, and it's been pretty fun just trying to get my message out.
That's good. And so, what kind of message are you talking about over on your page?
Well, I'm trying to spread awareness for mental health. I myself am a mental health patient, and just there seems to be a lot of stigma around that's causing a lot of hatred towards people who suffer from mental illnesses like I do. And I'm just trying to spread awareness for those who have mental illnesses that who show people that they're just regular people who are just having a rough time, that the hate needs to stop.
And I can get behind that, definitely. Just even in my own life, mental health is just, it's very looked down upon. It's, I come from, a generation that was told, suck it up, push through, get over it, be a man. And it's been very dismissive of the things that we go through and the issues that we have. So I'm glad to see, the next generation being a lot more aware of those issues.
Oh, and I completely agree. I was raised in a military household. My dad grew up in the 60s and 70s, and he raised me the same way. Grow up over it. You cry, I'll give you something to cry about. That type of lifestyle, and
getting it down there. Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you doing?
Oh, that's a pretty smile. Let's go.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm over in Florida, and my friend Jay here is in Nevada.
Oh, okay.
He's smaller. He can't go live yet. I can't bring him in on videos, I don't think. Yeah, until you get to 1,000.
In less than 24 hours, though, I went from 130 followers. I'm up to 434.
Good. Well, we'll keep doing stuff
Let's go. You see the hat behind me?
We'll be gone.
You want to run a battle?
I mean, we could do it, but yeah, sure, why not? I don't know.
I'm not battling you. I'm just trying to stay in the rankings, babe.
Oh, you're fine because this will be my first. So here we go.
Oh, I get to pop your life. Your let's go.
So we'll see how it goes.
This is all my stuff, and I got this.
All right, where's Riley at?
At 5.
So,
see the hat behind me?
Yeah. Do you listen?
The hat actually, it's my wife's hashtag. The hashtag is #Blue Butterfly ONTBO Rainbow. Okay. And what it stands for is the blue butterfly represents recovery from childhood trauma, recovery from a lost loved one, recovery from finances, failed marriage, just recovery from life in general. ONTBO is okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to stay that way. And the rainbow was very well misrepresented. The rainbow actually was God's promise never to flood the world again. But it's your promise that tomorrow will be better. It will get better. All you got to do is reach for that rainbow. That is my wife's hashtag. I'm trying to get it out there. Let's go!
Absolutely, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
trying to get it out there for everybody. Oh no.
Sorry, Jay. What was that?
That the message that I reaching out in line because he's been on my channel and trying to.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to shoot you a follow, and if you want to send me the info for your wife, I'll try to push that info out.
Let's go.
'Cause that's what I mean. That's what this is.
Let's go. You got a big follow for me, guy.
There we go.
Um, the hashtag is in my bio.
Okay.
It's in my wife's bio. And if you want to look at any of the merchandise, actually that hashtag has saved over 22 people. It has been looked at, viewed, and shared over 4.3 million times.
Awesome.
It is a phenomenal hashtag. And she's got a website. The website is ontbo22.com.
Outstanding.
That is phenomenal. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is amazing.
So yeah, I will. I've given you the follow. I'll go through and look at it. I'm assuming that you have a link tree or something on your page that'll link to everything else.
My wife. I don't know if she'll jump over there right quick, but it's in her bio.
Okay. Okay.
The link is actually in her bio.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I've used Linktree, and Jay, this is something that you might be able to use. And it's actually gotten a few click throughs and redirects and things like that. So it actually kind of works.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, and it's there's free. There's a paid service, of course, but you can try it out for free, and kind of see where your traffic's going, what people are clicking on, see what kind of things people that are looking at your videos are interested in other areas besides just TikTok. So Jay, so a little bit more about why are you making mental health content? Like, if you don't mind, maybe a little bit about kind of what made you aware of mental health issues. I know that sounds dumb, but I'm trying not to say what happened to you.
Well, in my late teens, rough, so, and it gave me light. Some of the people feel what everyone else is causing for problems, and it was in fact the chemical.
Let's go.
Then in 2000, just it spiraled from there because I started noticing I was hearing voices in my head. It was making life for the girls. And that's when I realized, hey, something's wrong. So I sought help, and I found out I had a mental illness myself because it was genetically passed down to me from my mother. And what caused me to start this channel was actually I was inspired by my cousin who's a recovering addict who's living a sober life now, and I'm really proud of him because he's been to prison for beating drugs and everything. He's just starting to realize that there's less than what he was living, and he's starting to do that to help others. It inspired me to take my struggles with my mental health and reach awareness to help others.
So, and that's something that kind of touches on what I've seen. So, little background, I've got 20 years law enforcement. I was a corrections officer, which is why I believe that you should treat people like people, because I've seen people treat human beings like that. But
thank you so much for the battle. I'll let you get back to your I didn't want to disrupt you. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's not a problem at all. I'm glad that we met. I'm glad that I've seen this, and it's networking. It's how we do this.
That's amazing. I do got y'all follow y'all. Y'all seem like y'all are like amazing, phenomenal people. Y'all in my chat. If y'all are not following them, go ahead and give them a follow. Look at their content.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure it touches base on what Samantha's hashtag and what Kai's hashtag is based on, guys.
Yes, thank you. Thank
It was
you
nice
all.
to meet you.
You too.
Have a fantastic, phenomenal day, guys.
You too, and stay safe, please.
Yes, sir.
But what I saw, Jay, was a lot of your heavier or more repeat drug dealers and things like that were people with mental health issues because they don't like the way the meds feel, so they take something else to try to manage it. Or they think that they're okay, so they stop taking their medications and end up somewhere else. Or they can't afford their medications, so they buy things off the street. A lot of your drug addicts have mental health issues that they, one way or another, got into the addiction side of things kind of at a way of survival. So,
yeah, and that's how it was for me. I'm not gonna lie, because in high school, from my freshman year to my junior year, I thought my parents
thank you,
divorcing
Jabby.
and everything was my fault, so I started taking psychedelics.
I'll get you back after.
Like LSD and ecstasy, just to escape the problems that my life was going through, because I thought it was my fault.
And that's the thing. Like, I thought for years that self-harm was just the normal thing that everybody thought about, and it was this big secret that we didn't talk about. And then I found out that that was symptoms from PTSD that was causing other issues. So once I started opening up to one of the mental health counselors that I knew at work, that's when I started to kind of learn that, okay, yeah, this isn't normal. And good Lord, my life is completely different.
And I agree. I mean, even through all the counselors and everything that I've seen throughout the years after I discovered what was wrong, I thought I was the only one dealing with these problems besides my mother, and I found out that I'm not alone. So I want to help people.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's a huge issue. It's an issue that is absolutely underfunded as far as from, a tax dollar point of view, or, churches or different groups or whatever, all these different groups that say they want to help or do help, it's not enough. And that's the thing. And here in Florida, they cut funding for mental health years ago. And then, of course, where do they go? They came and saw me. And so that's not really the place for somebody with mental health issues, somebody that can't regulate, somebody that needs to be on medications and can't afford it. Why is it that jail is just the place that we're okay with doing this? Like okay with putting them there. Like, we got rid of asylums because they weren't good for patients. And then we cut funding to the mental health hospitals, and then they're all in, and so now they're in jail. So we're back to asylums again. We just call them jails and prisons.
Agreed, and all the research and everything they were doing back then, it wasn't helping, and it was very inhumane. I mean, shock therapy, trying to partially drown a patient until they came to and they stopped having their delusions. No, it was a chemical problem.
Yeah. Is there anything that you'd like to share as far as like guidance or suggestions for anyone, here?
All I can say is that there are many, many different outlets people can use to help fight their symptoms besides medication. I mean, yes, the medication helps, but sometimes the side effects can be worse than the problem. Like, for instance, I draw, I'm a musician, I cook for a living, and those are what help me combat the problems that I have with the voices in my head, the bits of paranoia that I have. Sorry, getting a little tongue-tied here. And it could be as simple as like going to the gym to release your anger, because I know there's people out there with anger issues, and that's a positive outlet, so you don't hurt someone or hurt yourself. You're not alone. I mean, there are tons of people out there you can talk to. Even if they don't listen, you can always come to me on my channel and I'll listen. I'll give you my story. I'll do whatever it takes to keep you from walking over the edge so you can stay in control of your life.
Absolutely. And that one of the things you touched on there, or a good portion of it, was having an activity that gives you an outlet, gives you a place to kind of vent that stuff. Like going to the gym, or, you know, even reading a book or going for a walk. I mean, there's so many things that you can get into. I mean, anywhere. And if you don't know how to get into it, look online, look on YouTube. You know, I mean, you can find something. You can teach yourself a hobby, or teach yourself something that you're passionate about, and to give you an area to focus, because it is easy to get sucked in to just staring into that black void and
Yeah.
and trying to see your way out of it. And that's the problem with it. There isn't a way out of the deep void. You just have to move away from the deep void. It's there as long as you're willing to look at it. If that makes any sense. I'm not saying ignore it. I'm saying as long as you focus on that, then it will dominate your life. So finding a hobby, getting the right medication, getting into therapy, talking to people, having a support system, those things are what will save your life.
Oh, and I 100% agree. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there are some crappy therapists out there who just want the dime out of your pocket. But for the few good ones out there, they really do try to help.
Oh yeah. And if you can't find a therapist, having somebody, my buddy Jeeves, that's who I can go talk to. I mean, I should be able to say my wife, and I can, but sometimes I have problems with her, so I go talk to him, and he's an outlet that I can just kind of let that stuff out, and then he zero judgment, you know. I mean, we just talk it out. And that's what you need. You need somebody that you can say, hey, we need to have a conversation, and me and him have done this. This will be the only time we ever discuss this thing. And then we get it out, and then that's it. It's done.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Your buddy Jeeves, oh my God, he is a riot.
He's had a very interesting life. He's got four kids with him that are on varying levels of the autism schedule. They run from high functioning to nonverbal and violent. And just watching him for the last, I don't know, 10 years, 11 years, something like that, fight to get his kids help, and him only getting the help just recently, it's mind-boggling that doctors and all these other people who all individually agree that he needs help kick each other trying to figure out which one's going to actually do the work. And the insurance, I mean, it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare, the system that you have to use, especially if you don't have the funds to get your children help. And it's sad.
I know what Jeeves is going through. Well, my sister Brianna does. Her oldest is partially verbal, and has, it's like on the medium scale between high functioning and nonverbal, and just seeing the strength my sister goes through just to make sure that Trinity has the care she needs it makes the problems I have that I'm going through look like child's play.
And that's and you're right, but it doesn't discount, or it shouldn't discount, the things that you're going through just because somebody else has it harder. Because eventually something may come through for her that gives her the relief. Like with Jeeves just getting the nursing approved, about a year ago, or about 6 months ago. With him getting that approved, that has helped his life a lot. It hasn't it's not changed everything, but it gives him a few moments a day to take a breath. And so as long as she keeps fighting for her kid, as long as she's her kid's biggest advocate, then she will eventually get, everything that she needs, as far as, maybe not everything, but a lot more, that is available out there that's just very difficult to get. Because that's the problem. Especially, where we're at, we're a rural area, and, and you're in Nevada, which is desert, and
mountains.
Yeah, but like in Orlando, yeah, there's tons of services. Miami, Jacksonville, but even Pensacola doesn't have a ton.
Yeah, even where I live, it doesn't have a ton. I live in a small mining town of about 8,000 people.
They are out there. That's the thing. They are out there. It's just they may not have availability right now, or they don't take that person's insurance, or, there's all kinds of other things that get in the way. But don't let her give up. Be a rock for your sister that, when she needs to lean on you, she can. Because it's absolutely discouraging. And I'm not even dealing with it. I just talked to him about it. And the strength that he has to go on and fight for his kids is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. I won't tell him that, but it is.
And I completely agree. Parents with children who have autism have immense strength.
And it's not just autism. Any parent of a special needs child, it's a level of dedication and care that a lot of parents don't have to wonder if they have that level, if that makes sense. Because I've got a cousin with Down syndrome. I've got another cousin that's been immobilized, or limited mobilization because of an accident, and it's hard for them if they don't have somebody that cares. And the people that do care, they're the angels, the blessings, they're more valuable than I think the people who are that for them realize, if that makes any sense.
It does. I have a lot of friends who I can go to whenever I have my breakdown, whenever the voices get too much to handle, and they're just there to let me vent, and they calm me down. Mm-hmm. And they are my guardians.
But having a support system, whether it's family, friend, whatever, just that ride or die person that's going to be there with you. They're going to fight with you. They're going to cry with you. They're going to tell you when you're wrong. And that's the type of support that you need. The type of person that you need in your corner. Somebody who will call you on your bullshit, but be there on your worst day.